Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve other PYQs of our Newton's law of motion. And in the previous videos we have solved already all the PYQs from 1988 to 1994. And today from today's we are going to solve 1995 to 2005 PYQs from the Newton's law of motion. Hope you are doing very well. I assume that your preparation is going very well. If you have any doubt, you can ask them, and you are free to talk to me anytime. Right? So shall I proceed? And I started this our session. A man fires a bullet of mass 200 gram at a speed of 5 meter per second. The gun is of 1 kg mass. By what velocity the gun rebounds backwards? So in this question, what they are saying that I just make the diagram. It is like this. A man fires a bullet. Bullet, this is small bullets that has a mass of 0.2 kg with the speed of 5 meter per second. The gun is of gun has a mass of 1 kg. By what velocity the gun rebounds? Means they are asking velocity of gun. So just apply conservation of momentum. Conservation of momentum. P initial that is equal to P final. Right? Initially both are at rest. Then after that when we fire the bullet, so that has a momentum of m. That is a momentum of m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Right? Then after that I write m1 v1 is equal to minus times m2 v2. Right? v2 is our velocity of gun. m1 is the mass of bullet, that is 0.2, that is 5, that is equal to minus times 1 into v2. v2 is our velocity of gun. So that comes out to be 1.0 divided by 1. So that is v2 is equal to minus 1 meter per second. Minus 1 meter per second. Right? So which option? Option first is correct. Right? So shall I do other question? Okay. A force vector applied on a mass is represented by this, and acceleration with 1 meter per second square. What will be the mass of the body? So in this question, what they are saying that a force vector means force vector they have given you, that is 6i cap minus 8j cap plus 10k cap, and mass is 1 kg. They are asking acceleration vector. So force vector is equal to mass into acceleration vector. So acceleration vector is equal to F vector divided by mass. So force is 6i cap plus minus 8j cap plus 10k cap divided by mass 1 kg. So एक मिनट we have to find acceleration, sorry. Here they have given acceleration 1 meter per second square, and they are asking mass. So mass can I write as force divided by acceleration vector. So acceleration is 1. So this mass, I find the magnitude of it under root 6 square plus minus 8 square plus 10 square. So this comes out to be 36 plus 64 plus 100. So this comes out to be 100 plus 100, that is 200. So that is 10 root 2 kg. 10 root 2 kg. So which option? Option C is correct. So now we can do next question. A force of 10 Newton is supplied on a body, produce in it acceleration of 1 meter per second. The mass of the body is, so force is 10 Newton is applied on a body, produces it an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. Then the mass of the body is, so force is equal to mass into acceleration. So 10 is equal to 1 into mass. So mass is also 10 kg. Mass is 10 kg. Now I proceed for a next question. A 5,000 kg rocket is set. A 5 kg, 5,000 kg means mass that they have given 5 into 10 to the power 3 kg is set for a vertical firing. The exhaust speed is, means speed they have given, exhaust speed is 800 meter per second. To give an initial upward acceleration that is given an initial upward acceleration 20 meter per second square. The amount of gas ejected per second to supply the needed thrust will be. So F thrust is equal to m v dm by dt, right? And F thrust, that is mg force, that is equal to v dm by dt. So here can I write dm by dt is equal to mg by v. So m 5 into 10 to the power 3, g is 10, and then after that 8 minutes. A 5,000 kg rocket is set for a vertical firing. The exhaust speed is 800 meter. To give an initial upward acceleration. Oh, so here just one more thing. Here one mistake I am doing. Okay, just make the diagram. So here you see this is mg force acting downwards, right? And here upward acceleration is upward, so pseudo force also acting downwards. So here m g plus a, that is equal to v dm by dt. So here dm by dt is equal to m g plus a by v. So m they have given 5 into 10 to the power 3, g is 10, and acceleration is 20 divided by v is 800. So dm by dt is 5 into 10 to the power 3. So 30 divided by 800. So this comes out to be 5 3 is 50 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 800. So here 1500 by 8. So if I divide them, 1500 divided by 8, so this comes out to be 187.5 kg per second. 187.5 kg per second. So which option? Option V is correct. Option B is correct. A mass of m is placed on a smooth, a mass, a minute, just I do bigger so that we can understand and see the diagram very easily. A mass m is placed on a very smooth badge resting on a surface without friction. Once the mass is released, the acceleration to be given to the badge so that the mass remains at rest is where? So first I think here pseudo force concept we can use to solve the problem. fastly, right? His this capital M, this angle is theta, right? So what would happen? A mass M is placed on a very smooth bed resting on a surface without friction. Once the mass is released, the acceleration to be given to the badge so that the mass remains at rest is. So here you see, if this mass is moved, a mass M is placed on a very smooth badge resting on a surface without friction. Without friction. Once the mass is released, the acceleration to be given to the badge. Once the mass is released, so that the acceleration given to the badge so that the mass remains at rest. The, here you see this is mg acting downwards. It make different color so that it is easier for you. Normal reaction acting here. This is mg sine theta. This is mg cos theta, right? And here we have to provide some pseudo force, that is ma, right? So they balance this. This is theta. This is theta 90 minus theta theta. So if I resolve this, so this is ma cos theta. ma cos theta. If this balance now, so here they are saying once the mass is released, the acceleration to be given to the base so that the mass remains at rest is a where a is applied to the left a is applied to the, so first we see that mg sin theta is equal to ma cos theta. M से m cancel, so acceleration is comes out to be g tan theta. Acceleration comes out to be g tan theta. So we have to provide acceleration is provided to the left, g tan theta you see, to the left or to the right. So we have to provide acceleration to the left, so that due to pseudo force this badge move rightwards. Due to pseudo force this badge is moved rightwards so that this balance. So which option first is correct. Right? So shall I do this problem? A bullet is fired from a gun. A bullet is fired from a gun. A force on the bullet is given by, force they are given by 600 into, given क्या दे रखा है, force is equal to 600 minus 2 into 10 की power 5 t. F is in meter, t is in second. The force on the bullet becomes 0 as soon as it leaves the barrel. So force become 0 as, so what timing the force becomes 0 can be found. 600 is equal to 2 into 10 की power 5 t. So t comes out to be 600 into 2 into 10 की power 5. So 2 into means 3 into 10 की power minus 3 second. This is the time, right? Now they are asking what is the average impulse imparted. So impulse, you know, impulse I is equal to integration force into dt. So impulse is equal to 600 minus 2 into 10 की power 5 t into dt 0 to 3 into 10 की power minus 3. So 600 t minus 2 into 10 की power 5 t square by 0 to 3 into 10 की power minus 3. So here you see force is equal to 600, this 2 से 2 cancel, 600, and time can I write 3 into 10 की power minus 3. minus 10 की power 5, 3 into 10 की power minus 3 whole square. So this impulse comes out to be 6 to the 18 into 10 की power minus 1, and here 10 की power 5. If I do 3 3 the 9 into 10 की power minus 6. So impulse comes out to be 1.8 minus, this is our 10 की power 0.9. So impulse comes out to be 1.9 minus 0.1.8 minus 0.9. So this comes out to be 0.9, 0.9, option D, 0.9 Newton second. So which option? Option D is correct. So now I proceed for a next question. A mass of 1 kg suspended by a thread. It is lifted up with an acceleration, lowered with an acceleration. The ratio of the tensions. So what their question is like this. A block of mass 1 kg is suspended by a thread. It is lifted up with an acceleration of a mass of 1 kg suspended by a thread. It is lifted up with an acceleration of 4.9 means g by 2. So here you see T acting here, mg force acting downwards. So what is going to happen? F net is equal to mass into acceleration, right? So here you see T minus mg is equal to m g by 2. So T comes out to be 3 mg by 2. This is our first condition. When lifted up with an acceleration. This is first. Lowered with an acceleration when the lifted is down. Lifted is down. With an acceleration. So F net is equal to mass into acceleration. So here mg minus t is equal to m g by 2. So here t comes out to be mg by 2. mg by 2. Right? So which is the ratio of this T1 by T2 is? T1 by T2 is basically 3 ratio 1. 3 ratio 1. 3 ratio 1. So which option? Option C is correct. Now I proceed for a next question. If a force on the rocket moving with the velocity of 300 meter per second is 210 Newton, then the rate of consumption of the fuel is. So in this question, see what the information they give. If the force is 210 Newton and velocity is 300 meter per second, then the rate of consumption means dm by dt they are asking. So F thrust is equal to V dm by dt, and dm by dt they have given you, and that is equal to F thrust by V. F thrust is 210 by V 300. So this is 7 by 10. So this is our dm by dt comes out to be 0.7 kg per second. 0.7 kg per second. Right? So now I proceed for the next question. Two masses as shown in the figure are suspended from a massless pulley. The acceleration of the system when the masses are left free. The acceleration of the system when the masses are left free. So in this what they are asking, acceleration of the system. So acceleration for the system, this is standard formula, you know, m1 minus m2 plus m2 into g, right? So here you see any one of them taken mass m1 and n2. If our answer come negative means we have taken wrong direction. So I say this is our m1, this is our m2. So 10 minus 5, right? 10 minus 5, 10 plus 5 into g. So acceleration is 5 by 15 into g. So acceleration is comes out to be g by 3. Acceleration is comes out to be g by 3. So which option? Option B is correct. G by 3 is correct. A body of mass 3 kg hits a ball at an angle of 60 degree and returns at the same angle. The impact time was 0.2 seconds. A force exerted on the ball is, the force you know, that is force is basically change in momentum divided by time interval. Change in momentum m, v final minus v initial divided by time interval. So here you see when this body is moving like this. So if I resolve this, so v1 I say the hits a body of mass 3 kg hits a ball at an angle of 60 degree, returns to the same angle. The impact time was, so this velocity is 10 sine 60. So that is sine 60 means 5 root 3 meter per second. And v2, this is v1 when they are coming. This is our v2 when they after collision they are going. So this is 10 sine 60. So this is also 5 root 3 meter per second. So here force is basically m 3 into b final means they are going in negative direction. So here I take 5 root 3 minus v initial, that is 5 root 3 divided by time interval, that is 0.2 seconds. So this comes out to be 3 into minus 10 root 3 0.2. So this negative sign, don't worry, they just showing that your net force acting in the opposite direction, right? So this you see, what is the result coming? 3 5 10 30 into 300 root 3 by 2. So this force comes out to be 150 root 3 Newton. So which option? Option first is correct, right? So I proceed for a next question. This is also very good question. A 1 kg stationary bomb is exploded into 3 parts having masses 1:1:3 respectively. The parts of having same mass move in a perpendicular direction with the velocity 30 meter per second than the velocity of the bigger mass. This question we have already solved, but we are solving again. This is a repeated question of a PYQ. So it is initially that has a mass 1:1:1 means 5m mass. After explosion, they move in this direction. They move like this, 30 meter per second. Parts having same mass are in perpendicular direction. So they have a same masses, they are moved in perpendicular direction, right? So in this condition, what is their momentum coming? M 30 whole square plus m 30 whole square. So this comes out to be, this P1 is I say m 330 root 2. So this P1 is comes out to be 30 root 2 m. This is our initial momentum coming. Their resultant, this heavier block definitely move opposite to it, because net momentum only conserve when this heavier 3m block move just opposite to it. This I say P2. that has a velocity v2. So p1 is equal to p2, right? So p1 is 30 root 2 m, that is equal to 3m v2. M cancel. So v2 comes out to be 10 root 2 meter per second. So v2 comes out to be 10 root 2 meter per second. So which option? Option first is correct. Option first is correct. So I proceed for a next question. A cricketer catches a ball of 150 gram in 0.2 second moving with the speed of, then he experiences a force is how much? So in this question what they are saying that a cricketer catches a ball of mass 150 grams. So first you convert in so kg, so 0.15 kg in time 0.1 second moving with the speed of 20 meter per second. Then he experience a force is how much? Force कितना experience करोगे? The velocity is, so force we know that is change in momentum divided by time interval. So m v final minus u initial divided by time interval. So force is equal to m 0.15 v final, that is 20, initial is 0 divided by time interval 0.1 second. So that is 0.15 into 20. So that is 3 divided by 0.1. So 1 is 30. So which force is 30 Newton. So which option is correct? Option B is correct. Option B is correct. So option B is correct. On a horizontal surface of a truck, a block of mass 1 kg is placed and the truck is moving with an acceleration 5 meter per second square. Then the frictional force on the block is. It is like this situation. On a horizontal surface of a truck of mass of 1 kg is placed and their coefficient of friction is 0.6 and the truck is moving with an acceleration, means the truck is moving with an acceleration of 5 meter per second square, right? So pseudo force acting this block in this direction, so friction force acting in this direction, right? Then the frictional force on the block is, so in this they are asking frictional force, right? So first you see that how much frictional force acting on this block. Maximum static friction or limiting friction is how much acting, mu s into normal. So mu s into normal is mg. So mu s 0.6 into m is 1 into g, they have given any information g, so I take 10. So maximum static friction they have given 6 Newton, right? And here you see pseudo force is how much acting, mass into acceleration. So mass is 1, acceleration is 5, so 5 Newton, means pseudo force, here you see that pseudo force is greater than maximum static friction. So block remains, sorry. So maximum static friction is greater than pseudo force. So blocks remains at rest. So in this condition, frictional force is 5 Newton. That is 5 Newton. So which option? Option first is correct, right? So I think this is enough. We have solved till 2001. I will make next video and here we solved other PYQs till after 2020, after 2001. I hope these videos are quite helpful and these videos are make you confidence booster. And just one request, please, if you feel my videos are quite helpful and educational free, please share with your other friends so that they go also got benefit about it. And please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel so that I get more motivation to get make more videos for you. Right? Hope you are doing very well. Keep continuing and all the best. And continue we will make in the next video very soon. Bye. Good.